don't get caught napping. Know what I mean? We'll have lunch, Mary.
Never had an invitation like that before. Freddy slashed the screen to the tune of over $200 million in the first 6 Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Now Robert Englund has been reclawed for a new nightmare. But E.T. has discovered there's a beach dude behind that ghoulish makeup.
Freddy's loose in Hollywood. Freddy's in L.A. I sort of like to refer to it as Freddy meets the player. Miss me?
In director Wes Craven's new nightmare, Robert Englund not only gets to play Freddy Krueger for the 7th time, but he gets to play himself as well in this movie within a movie.
Look, we need to talk, but not over the phone.
Can I come over?
Actually, Heather, today's no good. There's something I have to finish.
Get to kind of send up, you know, the whole concept of being a successful actor in Los Angeles. I know Wes chose for me this sort of like Gloria Swanson Sunset Boulevard mansion out in Pasadena for where Robert Englund supposedly lives, you know. And I got to look at it and I said, Wes, it would take me another 7 Freddy movies before I could afford this place.
But until that day, Robert makes do quite nicely down in the small coastal town of Laguna Beach.
Kon-Tiki.
It's there that Robert has been living and surfing for years. But on this day, the Blue Pacific was as flat as a pancake. So Robert hit the surf in his sea ski instead.
Since I was a kid, it's about the only thing that's kept me sane. And you're out in the water, you can forget about all that showbiz stuff.
Apocalypse Laguna. Freddy Krueger in his bird of prey. It's fun, and it kind of, you know, you get to kind of keep one foot in your childhood that way, you know, in your boyhood. I'm out here doing all the work, and the E.T. crew is having a luau on the beach. Let's see if we get a nice little swell to push me in here nice and clean so that my landing is a little more attractive than my launch. I was acting.
As for being a movie star amidst all his fellow surf dudes, Robert takes it in stride.
I was at the post office, and I had had a real good day right out here, bodyboarding, and I overheard a guy in the post office saying, yeah, Freddy was shredding. Which is great. I think that's probably going to be Nightmare on Elm Street Part 8. Freddy shreds!
Perfect landing. Before he was Freddy, Robert Englund did surf on the big screen. He rode the waves with Gary Busey in Big Wednesday. Meanwhile, Wes Craven's new nightmare opens around the country on Friday.